But it was about how sometimes you need, well, always, you have to be buried somewhere, right? You are the seed buried somewhere, and you will grow, and what you sow will grow, whether that's thoughts, actions, whatever, right? It will grow no matter what. So choose it wisely what you want to grow and sow in this life, right? So there's a song by Mary Mary, right, y'all, um, called Dirt. And this is what I got yesterday. What I got was, if you don't like what you're producing, where you're at, if you don't like the way you're being utilized, where you're at, gently loosen the dirt and pull up the roots, okay, very carefully, and replant yourself. So be patient with guiding and directing yourself where you go. But also understand that sometimes in situations where there is a dirt, where there is conflict, where there is friction, it's being utilized. Sometimes that's the case, okay? And so, I don't know. I'm going to sing a part of this song. We all need a little bit, need a little bit, need a little bit of dirt to grow. We need a little bit, need a little bit, need a little bit to wash our soul. Vivid colors, variations, sweet aromas and sensations, but we know under it all something that's so beautiful, 'cause we all need a little bit, need a little bit, need a little bit of dirt to grow. Right? See, it's not usually in the mess that we get it, why we're going through it, why we see it. We don't usually always understand why we're planted somewhere. But somewhere down the road, we look back and we're like, oh, wow, that's when this was shaped in me. That's when I saw my resilience. That's when I overcame that battle, right? So sometimes you're meant to walk it out. The call is on you. The fall is on you, okay? But understand, with mistakes, you still learn, you still grow. With something productive or good or abundance coming out of something, you still understand, you're still growing. Okay? But when you are planted, regardless, it's for you to decide, is this where I want to be planted, or do I need to gently pull my roots up, or my seed if you don't have roots there? It could be early on where you're being planted at, where you're at right now. Gently pull yourself up, make some goals, and plant yourself in new dirt. Because it's true, guys. We all need a little bit, need a little bit, need a little bit of dirt to grow. We really do. Okay? Hi, how y'all doing? I'm Tasha with Encompass Awe LLC. Smoke53, shout out, hello, what's up? So, I was thinking the other day, like, this is from a personal point of view, guys. This is personal now, this part, which it's all personal, honestly. That's how we learn. There was times when I was in really dark dirt. I mean, very murky waters, very unclear vision for ahead. And somehow I got through it. Somehow. That hardest shit is what showed me my biggest strength. Not that I was looking for it at the time. I was honestly probably looking for ease and gentleness and calmness. And now I could face like anything come into my door, come into my face. You know? Like, okay, all right, what's next? Not that I want to deal with fuck shit or bullshit, but I know that I'm resilient now. And this is for somebody who feels like they're stuck in sludgy, murky waters, like muddy waters, and you just feel like you're trudging through something at this time. And Spirit is saying, I'm utilizing it all. But you do have an option to gently remove yourself You don't have to. You can stay in the storm. I'm doing good. Hi. I don't know why I feel something in my eye. So my apologies for poking my eye in front of you guys. But for sure, um, it's up to you. You can stay in the storm. I chose to stay in the storm. Like my hardest storm of my life was 15 years in a marriage. It's been over since like 2022, but I left in 2019. Um, and I tried leaving for 3 years. It was very fucking cyclic. Thank you. I'm doing good. Like I'm doing good. I'm not even gonna lie. I just woke up. I was up till 4 in the morning. After I put the baby to bed, I usually clean for a couple hours. I do a reading on TikTok. If you guys ever want to check me out on TikTok over there. It gets hyped. It's enjoyable, just like it is here. Um, but I'm feeling a lot of six energy on this, and I think it's because some of you are going to go into some material wealth or something you've been waiting for that is going to make you feel more satisfied. Like you went through some heavy shit, and now you're going to have more satisfaction with something that's coming through for you. Some of you, it's going to come right to your damn door, like right to your door, whether you live with somebody else or not. Somehow it's just going to come right to your door, some opportunity, and you've been waiting for it. I am joyful. I'm hearing I am joyful. And I'm hearing that song. I'm not even religious, guys. I'm really not. But I'm hearing, I am blessed. I am blessed. I don't know what the rest of the words are, but I've been hearing that since I woke up. And my dream was tipsy-turvy, so I don't think that was for me. It was all like all over the place, kind of earthly. There's like different levels and dichotomies I rate my dreams. And this one definitely felt like transactional, not necessarily as much a spiritual message. Welcome. Spirit, give me some wisdom on here. Give me a message for, this is the Herbery deck. Okay. See, that's what I was seeing. Like the way I'm seeing, some of you are being pulled out from the dirt. There's two people here, two sections here. Some of you are being pulled out from the dirt. And yes, you're doing that somewhat with spirit, with actions you're making, and you're moving yourself into new territory, into better soil. And then the other ones of you, you are planted there for a reason, and you just have to endure for a season. You might have to endure for 3 seasons. I don't know why I'm hearing it like that, but 3 seasons. When I was in a storm, guys, I just want to share this. When I was in that marriage, a storm, there was times people were like, you could just leave, or you could just do this, or you could do that. And they didn't understand that spirit had me planted there for a reason. There was things that were being shaped in me. There was things that were being called to the forefront. I didn't understand at the time either, but I did know a little bit because I had dreams that were showing me a little bit of a timeline. And I don't know why things happened exactly when and what and how that they did, but they did. And I knew that I was on a timeline, and me and spirit had this thing, like we had this connection of when to move. And spirit's like, when I move, you move. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that. But I mean, it is up to you. There's free will. So you do get to decide, with what information you have and how your energy is setting, what you're going to do. Yeah, American cheese. That's a good name. Hi Fig Monster. I'm not blowing you off American cheese. Just give me a second. I am a dream interpreter, guys. Death often represents an end of a cycle and welcoming into a new cycle. Oftentimes, I don't know if this is how you did, but oftentimes when people have a dream about death, they think that there's something to fear. But the reality is usually the fear is the fear of death. So you have to turn towards death and say, like, I let go of this control. There is some, and I'm not saying control like you're controlling. It's like fear is apprehensive to what we don't know. And the thing is that we don't actually know what's on the other side of death, okay? But I really don't think in this circumstance that death represents dying. And oftentimes it doesn't. It represents an ending of a cycle, an ending of an old you, and into a new you. okay? Or another person, whoever, whatever person. And oftentimes, each person in your dream is a different role or different dichotomy of yourself that is mirroring back to you, or a different fear or a different aspect of yourself. And if you look at it like that, you can see like a work that can be done in you, a growth that can be done in you. Okay? And for me, dreams is almost like exactly how I'm opening up this reading. Is like you're planted somewhere in your dream to give you a revelation, sometimes an activation or a dream initiation, right? And I love that. I love that for everybody, but you have to peel back the curtain and not just look at the fact that you have a scary dream going on, okay? One moment, guys. One moment. I'm going to tap back into my focus here in just a moment. I wonder, like, some of you, I feel like your spirit animal is like a monkey, a dragon. I just know, like, ornery, silliness. And then the dragon is like all elements. Like, you have a lot of connection with the elements, all of them. And your senses are on point, but I also feel like an apprehension to respond to those senses quickly, interestingly. And then also I'm seeing a butterfly. Yeah. One moment, guys. Sorry. Just give me a second. All right. So also, you guys, some of you have a dragon spirit guide. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Sorry. Let's see. Understood the message it was sending. Nice. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Good. Because, see, um, I've never had a dream of me. No, I did have a dream recently of me dying. Interesting. But all through my life, I haven't until this year. And I definitely understood that it was like a closing out of an old chapter of myself. And yeah, premonitions, predictive. Okay, there's a lot of people in the spirit that are channeling for the earth at this time. And a lot of us have shamanic gifts, shamanic lineages. It doesn't even have to be shamanic, it's just intuitive knowledge and gifts passed down through lineage. And then others, like, you've chosen this for your path. I've always believed, when I was religious, when I wasn't religious, whatever, I've always believed that this is not my first time here, and I asked to come back here, or I chose to come back here more than once, and agreed. And I didn't really know about certain beliefs, like people say we choose our path or we have soul contracts. I didn't know that at the time at all. I did not know that that was a belief at all, or a global thought or mindset or movement. And then here I am. I had always thought that, even since a child, from within myself. There was always a voice, or more than one. Not like, yeah, just whatever. Okay, so we have resurrection here. Like, of course, that confirms, like, the death energy we're talking about, actually, which I know I didn't pull it for this, but when someone is buried under the dirt, there is transformation, hermit mode, reflection going on. This is the resurrection card, guys, and it's dark in this picture. It's the starry night. I know the lighting is horrible. I need to put something on this window so it stops fading out my pictures. But there's growth happening even in the dark. Look at these flowers, these beautiful flowers. And the stars are aligned. They are not hiding. They're very transparent. And the moon is working with you to reveal all forms of illusions. I absolutely believe you. I absolutely believe you, American Cheese. Like, for real. 333 on the timer, that really shows me that you're an ascended master here. Not on the timer, sorry. 333 is what I'm seeing. And I also have 3 on the dice here. I rolled it while we were talking a little bit ago. Yeah, because those of us that are willing, those of us that have these gifts, are able to transmit and able to tap into foreknowing, like some form of our energy or the energy from the future meets at some point and is able to be translated through our dreams, visions, foreknowing, a feeling, a hearing, in our auric field or within the body. Okay, and we're good conduits for channeling messages. So I'm grateful that you're able to do that. People around you are probably grateful for you if it doesn't rub their fur the wrong way. They could be intimidated by it, a little bit jelly, or they'd be like, oh man, that's so cool that she has that experience. He has that experience, that ability. It is really cool. I do the same thing. Maybe not the same way because we're all different. Somebody gonna get some financial abundance. My hand itches. It's coming to you. What I say? I saw 6 earlier, and that's material wealth. Okay. I do though, and I feel like when we go to sleep and we're going into a dream, it's like we're being planted to receive, to understand, to transmute, whatever it is. It does take discernment and wisdom, okay? But there is cyclicity to some things, at least about this collective reading, okay? I'm not going to comment on any of that, like political detail, but that is really cool that you did that. And I totally believe you. Yeah. 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 And as we are elevating, the more that this world is being shaken and startled, and people are going to see the words that we said years prior to come to pass, they're like, oh my God, that person really is a prophet. Oh my gosh, that person really is a seer. Oh my goodness, they're real. Like you're going to hear that more and more and more. And you already see the uproar of spiritual people or prophets, whatever. I don't care what the religious background is. We already see people willingly coming out about that, about those gifts, about foreknowing, about prophecy. Okay? And I'm proud of it. I am proud of it. And you know what I've been thinking here and there for the last few days? What time is it? Hold on. Okay. What I've been thinking for the last few days is I am so thankful to be a part of a collective of the spiritual people, or even without people who are identifying as spiritual. I'm just using that as a blanket term, really. But those who have gifts like that, gifts to heal, gifts to prophesy, gifts to believe, gifts to stand out like Martin Luther King. That's just an example. It has nothing to do with race, guys, okay? But those who are set apart, like really you set yourself apart. I do believe that a lot of us have these types of gifts, these types of talents, and we just haven't noticed them. We haven't slowed down. We haven't paid attention to them or grown them. I intentionally excelled my spiritual dream language gifts years ago by keeping a notebook and a pen by my bed. And that tells spirit, I'm actually paying attention. I want to know more. I'm willing, and I believe that I can handle it. And that's with being a mom, running businesses back then. And I always say this, I am willing. I am willing. Like, I encourage people that if you feel called to go deeper in certain gifts, dreams and visions, or healing gifts that you have, whatever it is, you guys know what I'm talking about. Tell spirit, I'm willing. If spirit is leading you to do a certain thing to show them that you're serious, do that thing. Okay? Just a moment, guys. Yeah. You know, and some people think that you have to be like spiritual, right? To, yeah, yeah, you have to transmute it. Oh my goodness, you have to transmute it. It's like such a powerful transmutation and skill, okay? But we've come through a lot of cyclicity, and there's some closure happening. There's some elevation happening, restoration. This is resurrection. Remember, we just had the resurrection card, but that's because we closed out a bunch of cycles. And look, through each phase of the cycle, there was growth, okay? And so I have felt an extreme energy of thankfulness for all the fuck shit I've ever experienced. And I feel like this was as a collective, um, that this is not just my energy that I'm feeling and channeling. I believe that it's more than that. Yeah, I know. Control. I know. Control, manipulation, tactics, whatever they want to attach and siphon. No, thank you. No, thank you. But this is exuberant lutitude, strength, and resilience was drawn out of the cyclic karmic situations. Um, a lot of people see karmic stuff as bad. I think that it can. I think that repeating it after you've learned it is like keep going to preschool. Like, you get on the preschool bus when it comes instead of I already graduated from high school. So it's not that the karmic is bad, that but just that we're not listening. We're like putting our hand over our eyes instead of moving to the next level, to college, right? And in areas that you want to enjoy and grow in. Okay. Are you talking about somebody did that over you, to you, and that was creepy? Is that what you're saying? I'm trying to understand because I am reading and I'm on what you're talking about, but I'm also channeling more than one person's energy. Create space. Create. This is interesting because I am seeing like an altar for yourself. For create space is a good altar card. This is family here. I think your spirit guides, your spirit team, your ancestors will, or gods, whatever you work with, will come to a space that you are. It doesn't necessarily even have to be a space. It's just saying create a time and a place that feels good for you where you can channel gently, respectfully, openly, soften your heart, process some things, and meet spirit right there and not be busy all the time. Because this is why spirit usually waits till the 3 a.m. witching hour, or I used to call it the prophet's hour when I was a Christian, or I never took that label, but I was ministering the Bible for a long time. But that's why spirit would come to us at night, is because we're busy all day. There's no like busy, 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 spin, spin, spin all day. So when are we supposed to download, talk, But you came here to do this. You came here to do this, so let's get down and talk. This is why I'm up till like 4 in the morning every night. It's because, one, I feel home and comfortable. Two, okay, to you, okay, okay. And how did that make you feel? Did that make you feel sus or weird? We're going to pull from the Oracle into an Oracle deck, and then I got to go. We're going to do a couple intuitive Oracle decks. Spirit, thank you. What do you have to share with us? What will help us go into a space? See, that's what I'm feeling. Oh, I love this card that just came out. Wisdom of the heart. The heart's wisdom speaks through intuition. Listen closely. And this is why Spirit wants you to create space. A lot of yellow energy here, clearly. And that blue is the crown chakra area, the third eye area. Okay. We have a lot of that going on. And it's important because Spirit is wanting to meet you where you are. But I'm hearing you got to slow down a little bit on the inside. Slow down. Create space to receive. Yeah. You know, I used to hear people say, when people are praying for you, they're praying at you, like, or praying on you. That's what it is. Sometimes we think people are praying for us and they're praying on you, and they don't even know they're doing it because they know not what they've done. I know that's there in scripture, and I actually mean that. They know not what they're doing, most of them. And I'm sorry you had to go through that and that was confusing and uncomfortable. When I look back, I'm like, holy shit, I was confused and uncomfortable. But I didn't know. Also, I was doing what they were doing when I wasn't praying on anybody, but when you're praying against someone's free will, to me, that's not okay. And people don't know that. They're doing that because they think they're doing it for your well-being and with the highest good. That's their belief. And I can respect people's beliefs, but don't you project into my field when I'm not trying to emanate that, when I'm not trying to manifest that, right? No, thank you. Well, thankfully, we're not confused anymore. And if we are, I am coming into agreement with you to release that and release all cyclicity of that type of form. Wisdom of the heart, leap of faith. There's a leap of faith to take. You already took a lot of leap of faith, but I'm seeing a cliff and you're just like jumping off and your arms are wide open and you're so excited and you're so free and you're so open and you're so ready for what is unknown. It's almost feeling intriguing and free this time instead of scary. Soul connection. Connect deeply with your soul and rediscover your true self. I think you've already done that, but Spirit is saying connect deeply with your soul. Okay, last card. I gotta go, guys. I'm so sorry. Gotta get my daughter to work and my baby awake to get ready. Intuitive healing. Your intuition guides you towards deeper inner healing. And when you know yourself, I love this, the cat. And some of you got the cat spirit animal. I love this yellow in this reading, like a lot of yellow. I mean, there's a lot of yellow in this deck, honestly, but you have clarity of insights coming and decisions that you've already made, but Spirit is saying it's going to be easier to walk out those decisions now because you're clear on it. Look, I want to show you the first and the last card have a very similar background. This is resurrection, and the growth happened in your hermit phase, and start fresh. What you perceive, what you focus on grows. You see this magnifying glass? What you focus on grows, and the stars will align for you, whatever you are working towards and on. And I want you to see that there is growth happening around this hand and this wrist. Okay. I'll just, let me see which deck would Spirit like me to pull for you, and then I gotta go. I'm gonna pull from the Intuitive Tarot deck. I'm gonna pull one from the Intuitive Tarot deck. I'm gonna pull one from the Chris Story deck, and then I really do gotta go. Like, really. Okay, thank you, Spirit. There's one card. Thank you for American. What would my card be if you... Okay, sorry, I thought you had another message. Wisdom of the heart just came back out. Wisdom of the heart. Okay. Your heart, which you already know because you've just been telling me all this stuff this whole time, is speaking to you clearly. And I love that you seem to be very confident as you move. And it's important because we are in a time where we're not really respected. Okay. Well, I've been doing this for like 3 years. Um, and I resisted to do it for a long time. And if you like, I gotta go, guys. See ya. All right. In between dreams, okay? You're doing good.